are live. Try this again. Well, you're froze already. Are you moving?
Yep. No.
No, did you hear that? No, there was tile out in the hallway.
Turn. Which way do I need to turn?
Towards the hallway. Hi, Brian.
Yep, I heard it again. Hi, Brian. Is there someone in the hallway?
Hi, Dave.
Who is in the hallway? Can you make a noise and let us know you're here? Make a noise and let us know you're here. Please. We've got a few things laying around here that you can mess with if you'd like. There is this little box up here on this desk.
Hi, Kelly.
Doug and Malicious just came up. That you are more than welcome to talk into, and we'll be able to hear what you say. There's also a little teddy bear up on the desk that you can go over by, and it will light up. It is green right now, and it will light up and turn red if you go over near it. We have a K2 here. Nope. That Chad just put out that has lights on it as well. It is green now, but you can make it turn yellow, orange, red, all sorts of different colors. And now Chad is getting his flashlight and going to set it on the desk. So there's something for everyone. So if you want to come up and touch something or just see what it is and mess with it, you can. You have our permission to play with the toys that we have put out for you to look at and play with. Make a noise and let us know you're here.
You moved my chair.
The EDI batteries are drained, so we're gonna get some new ones put in that when we take our next break.
Hi, Sarah. You want the blueberry so I can see it?
I'm fine. I can see it.
No, so they can see it.
Oh, good, yeah, I just threw that there.
So we got all kinds of devices there. You have your pick from a bear. We got a flashlight laying there. There's a meter with a green light. You can go up to that. We got something you can talk through. Are you monitoring it? So I don't have to stay back here.
You're stuck.
classroom that would like to communicate with us?
See what Sarah says about you. My LOL, my Uncle Chad is cute wheeling around. Dave says, that's my favorite classroom. I don't know why I'm the only one in the picture here.
What do you mean we all are?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we are.
I'm looking at Facebook right now. You
Okay.
just got in the picture.
Well, that's pros.
No, because you're in it now.
Okay. I'm just a sidekick. I'm in my side chair. It's pretty quiet in here. If you want Michelle to read a story or something, can you light up this flashlight?
Otherwise, I'll probably just lay my head on the desk and take a little nap.
Can you knock on one of the lockers back there? Bang on it?
I know you like to make noises and let us know you're here. Can you let us know you're here? Knock on something. Slam a door.
Are you afraid of us?
That almost sounded like the bell in the doll's room that I was playing with. But that's not anywhere near us. It's on the opposite side.
There's something on the playground out there climbing.
That's gonna be it.
Or a bird, but I don't know what that noise is. I keep hearing back here.
Mhm. You can come in here with us. You don't have to stay out in the hallway.
Unless you'd like to.
You can come in. Chad would like a push in the chair. Can you give Chad a push in the chair? K2's going off.
Does that mean you're gonna give me a push in the chair? Do I need to lift my feet? Or are you just gonna push me and break my legs?
No breaking anything. Yeah, we're hitting orange. Can you make that K2 light all the way up to red? Now that clang, clang, squeak, squeak is over here.
It's gotta be something.
Can you do that again? I want to see the color red. You can do it. 1, 2, 3. Make it turn red. Come on. Come on, I know it takes a lot of energy. You're getting so close. You're getting up to orange. Can you follow Chad? Follow Chad. Are you following him? Nope, it's still over here. Well, it's still flushing over here anyway. Who is looking out the window? I'm gonna get the SB11 and try it.
I think it's a noisy bird.
Is it, what do you think it is?
Hi, Kim. Hi, Steve.
Go leave it.
Oh, temperature's changing.
Already calibrated, so.
Is there anyone here with us?
As far as the guy you don't hate and,
With that temperature. Getting noise out there. Is somebody out in the hallway?
what was that?
Is there somebody out in the hallway? Tell me who is in the hallway. Temperature change again. Who's making it warmer in here?
Don't be flashing this thing on. But it could have been, you bumped it, it might roll.
Shut the light off, please. Can you shut the light off? You almost got it. Keep going. Good job.
Should come on,
If you are a male, turn that flashlight on again. If you are a female, turn that light on.
That guy's saying something, but I don't know.
I can't tell you. How many of you are here with us? Well, that was a different voice too. Hi Kim, hi Jackie, hi Beth, hi Steve, hi Chris. How many spirits are in this room with us right now? Love the temperature change.
So don't tell you which way it's going, up or down.
It's going up.
If you're making the temperature go up in here, do that again.
Can you make that alarm go off again for me?
Tell us your name.
Going up by two more degrees hotter. I'm gonna switch to FM. Is there anything you want to tell us? It's getting warmer again. It can't be raising like that.
So what did it show? Did it show the actual thing?
Right here. Just that it's up by 2 degrees. It's not like the sun's shining on it or anything, but that would be changing it. Do you want me to read a book?
No.
That was a definite no. Do you want Chad to read a book?
Flashlight came on when you put it on.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want me to read, do you?
Shut the light off, please.
What book is it? Something I can read?
Once there was a passenger pigeon. Going up by 3 degrees. Flashlight's off.
Didn't we read that
Turn the
last-
light on
Didn't we read that last
if you
time?
want Chad to read the book.
Yeah, we did last time.
We read that same book.
Yeah,
They don't like it.
they loved it.
I think Jen read it last year.
I don't think they liked it.
That's because you didn't read it.
It's kind of a long book.
Yes, it is.
You don't have to read the whole thing, just read some of it.
The beginning and the end.
The temperature has gone up by 3 degrees.
What kind of a cover is that?
But they had a paper cover.
Once upon a time. Once there was a passenger pigeon.
Hi Carrie, hi Debbie.
Once the passenger pigeon or wild pigeon of North America,
We are taking some
Was one of the
photos, so
world's
you may
most-
see a light flash.
numerous birds. In the 18th and 19th centuries, there were billions of these beautiful birds in the United States and Canada. In 1625, Nicholas von Wassner, a Dutch historian who was visiting the settlement at New Amsterdam, where New York City now is, wrote that there were so many pigeons that they darkened the skies, completely shutting out the sunshine. Today, not a single passenger pigeon is alive. The species is no more. It is extinct. Oh.
Do you like this story?
No. The last wild passenger pigeon was killed in 1906 in Connecticut. And the last living passenger pigeon, a bird named Martha, died at the Cincinnati, Ohio Zoo in 1914. The birds were described as pigeons of passage by Mark Catsby in 1743, and their Latin name, whatever you want to say it is, in 1743. Let's see. It means migratory wanderers. Every spring, great flocks of these pigeons migrated from the southern states to breeding grounds in colder areas of the United States and Canada. Up 4 more degrees.
Up a total of 4 since we sat here, since it started climbing.
Here they nestled and raised their young. When the summer ended, the flocks with their newly hatched birds headed south again for the winter.
Hi Lynette.
In 1808, Flashlight. In 1808, Alexander Wilson, a Scottish-born American bird authority, saw a flock near Frankfort, Kentucky,
K2 too behind you.
flying toward Indiana. He estimated the flock to be a mile wide and 240 miles long. This he calculated would be 2, 230, 272, 000 birds.
Do you want Chad to stop reading?
Or over 2 billion passenger pigeons in one flock. Can you imagine that? 2 billion.
You have to say it very loudly if you want Chad to hear it. Do
He
you want
figured-
Chad to stop reading?
He figured they would eat about 434,000 bushels of acorns, rice, nuts, berries, and grain each day. Well, they're hungry little buggers. John James Audubon, America's most famous bird artist, made careful studies of passenger pigeons near the Ohio River in the fall of 1813. He wrote that the air was so filled with pigeons it seemed as if the sun were in the eclipse. Bird droppings fell like snowflakes. You wouldn't want to make a ain't snow angel out of those, would you?
No, I wouldn't. Going up by 5 degrees.
Let's see. When a hawk approached the flock, the bird...
Jessica says that's all of your hot air that's making it, the temperature rise in here. I'm just telling you what our people say,
So, see, they don't like this frickin' book.
not the ghost. Our audience says it's your hot air.
Yeah, they don't like the book.
Oh, the audience doesn't, but the spirits love it. Yes. Continue reading.
Audubon also noted that the pigeons could fly swiftly over great distances. Pigeons killed near New York City still had found food pouches or crops full of rice. The nearest rice fields were in the Carolinas and Georgia. Since the food would be digested in 12 hours, the birds must have traveled from the southern coastal plains in about half a day, or as fast as a mile a minute, or 60 miles in an hour. Speedy little boogers. The passenger pigeon was one of the largest and most beautiful members of the pigeon family. It was different from the pigeons we see today. It was about 18 inches long. It had a long, graceful neck, a slender bill and legs, and narrow, streamlined wings. Its tail was 8 inches long.
Flashlight on.
I know, it's getting dark in here. With 12 feathers. Where was I?
You can see this.
Let's see, the upper part of the wings and the back and the head were dark blue and looked velvety. The neck was, you don't like it either, do you? The neck was gold and green mixed with royal purple, and the breast was reddish brown. The female was about an inch shorter than the male, well that figures, and its feathers were not as bright.
Hi, Mike.
The pigeon flocks were often noisy, well that would have been the female pigeons, and made sounds like the croaking of wood frogs. How's a wood frog sound? Does it? Well, that'd be scary. They do like it.
Do you like it when I croak like a frog?
I think you can go pretty good with it.
The pigeon flocks were often noisy and made sounds like the croaking of wood frogs. They also clucked,
Hi, Camille.
shrieked, chattered, and cooed, usually creating a loud din.
Say hi to your sister.
Oh, hi Camille. When a flock of passenger pigeons roosted, they covered acres of forest. A male and a female bird would build a nest together using dry, slender twigs. One egg was laid in the nest. There were nests in all the trees in the area, the pines and the hemlocks and the oaks, the maples and any others. Large trees might have as many as 90 nests, each 7 or more feet above the ground. The weight of so many nests sometimes broke the branches and ruined the forest for miles around.
Can we take a break a moment? Does anyone need to use the restroom? You don't have, you don't either, Jim. Does anyone need to use the restroom? How about a drink of water? Do you want Chad to keep reading? I thought it said no, and another one said stop.
I thought it was,
Girls, what do you want? Do you want Chad to keep reading? Do you want Chad to keep reading, girls? Maybe there are no girls here.
Flashlight, come on. So do you want me to keep reading, I take it? What'd she say? Hi?
Sounded like Chad.
Oh.
Okay, Chad will keep reading. Go ahead and shut the flashlight off.
Shut it off and I'll start reading.
You can do it.
Shut it all the way off. Turn it off.
Thank you.
Okay. Overhead, hawks and eagles soared, looking for chances to snatch a tasty pigeon. One of the ground foxes, cougars, bears, possums, and polecats gathered hoping to catch a stray squab that had tumbled from its nest. These predators were always on the lookout for pigeons which might stray from the flocks. The newly hatched birds were fed pigeon milk by both their parents. This food was made in the upper end of the pigeon's digestive tract called the crop. It smelled like cheese and was similar to the milk of the mammals. The nestlings received nothing but the pigeon's milk for the first 3 days. Then they began to eat grain and seeds mixed with pigeon milk. After a month, the nestlings weighed about almost a pound and were called squabs. The young squabs were fat and tasty and were eagerly hunted. They brought good prices at markets. Hunters and trappers pulled or pushed their squalls out of the nest with wooden poles. Sometimes they chopped down trees to get the young birds. In May of 1880, Chief Simon Pokeyman Pokagon of the Pokagon Indians visited the last known nesting place of the passenger pigeons.
It's gone up by 2 degrees again, so we've been up 7 degrees since we started the book.
Visited the last known nesting place of the passenger pigeon east of Lake Michigan on the Platte River. Large white birch trees were filled with nests. The Indian chief saw how cruel the hunters were to the young birds. They set fire to the trees to force the clumsy young birds to leap to the ground while the parent bird flew up to escape the flames. Chief Pokagon also saw farmers set out wheat soaked in whiskey. After eating it, the birds would lose their balance and become unconscious and could be easily captured.
So that's how they used to shoot pigeon before. They'd give them a shot of alcohol and then they just fall from the sky.
Drunken
That's
pigeon.
how they eat them.
Drunken pigeon.
Drunken pigeon.
marinated.
They're already pre-marinated. That ain't a bad idea if I ate pigeon.
Hunters and trappers slaughtered billions of passenger pigeons, as many as 5,000 birds were caught in a single day by one trapper using a net in a good location. Over 1 billion passenger pigeons were caught by trappers in one season in 1878. They used large net traps, similar or sulfur, fumes, and poisonous gases, snares, and shotguns. Well, they didn't have a chance, did they?
Not at all. Poor pigeons.
Some trappers.
Did you, oh, I'm sorry, I hate to interrupt you, but did you mention something about pigeon milk earlier in your story?
Yes,
You can milk a pigeon?
No.
Okay, so what was it about? We have an audience member asking.
something about
How-
the, some fruit.
How could you milk a pigeon?
I don't know, that's why I'm asking. This is school, I wanna learn.
We should have been listening.
I know, but I was paying attention to these two things, because that's my job right now.
Something to do with their crop.
Their crop,
Crop.
crop.
And mixed with food,
They eat and then they mix it with their, and they regurgitate it up.
And then it becomes milk?
how like milk's mixed with food. That's what Chad does when he milks.
So they make a personal milk that only they use, so it's like our saliva, basically.
It's milk similar to the mammary, but they regurgitate it into the mouth.
Jessica's got it right, that you milk a pigeon the same way you milk an almond. Because there's almond milk. How do you milk an almond?
With a wooden stool and 2 hands.
With a stool? Yeah, I've never milked an almond either.
Well, I wouldn't do it.
Students, do any of you know, how do you milk a pigeon?
Very carefully.
We're losing class here.
Okay,
Continue.
continue with your book.
Number 22.
Please hold your questions till the end. Some trappers use stool pigeons to lure flying birds down to the ground. The stool pigeon was a damn stool. Was a bird with its eyelids sewn closed and tied to a wooden stool. From a hiding place, the trapper used a long pole to control the stool. When a flock of pigeons approached, the hunters raised and lowered the stool, causing the stool pigeon to flutter, flapping its wings and land. This action lured the flock to its nearby field that was baited with corn and grain. A huge net hung from poles would be dropped onto the feeding birds, trapping hundreds at a time. Pigeons sold for 35 to 40 cents a dozen at the traps. In Chicago markets, they sold for 50 cents a dozen. Young pigeons brought 12 cents a dozen in the woods.
Keeps going up again.
Live birds were more valuable and sold for $1 to $2 a dozen in large cities. Live pigeons were also used as targets at shooting contests. One 3-day bird shoot contest held in 1899 at Elk Park, New Jersey, attracted 266 competitors who killed 20,000 pigeons. Thoughtless killing doomed this lively bird. Conservationists were slow in trying to save it. In 1848, the state of Massachusetts passed a law that protected the netters of wild pigeons from interference. The law also provided for a fine of $10 for those who damaged pigeons' nets or frightened the birds away. Killing wild pigeons was a profitable industry. The first law to protect wild pigeons was passed by New York State in 1867. Massachusetts followed in 1870 and forbade killing the pigeons except during a hunting season. But it was already late and the sad end of the passenger pigeon was very near. Nobody listened to the warnings of the conservationists.
Did that just say what it sounded like it said? It sounded like the guy saying, bitch.
The last wild passenger pigeon was captured near Detroit, Michigan
on September 14th, 1908.
Hi Denise, hi Mel.
Many zoos had live passenger pigeons on display in 1900. The Cincinnati Zoological Gardens had descendants of a small flock of wild pigeons that had been brought from Shawanoe County in Wisconsin in 1879. But one by one, the captive birds died. In 1910, only one old male and female were left alive in all the world. These two passenger pigeons were carefully protected with the hope that they would produce eggs and new birds. But alas, this did not happen. The male died of old age in 1910, and Martha, the last living passenger pigeon in the world, died at about the age of 29 on September 1st, 1914. Pigeon authorities say that the age of 20 years in pigeons is equal to the age of 90 years in human beings. So Martha was a very old bird. Martha was preserved and protected for posterity. Her body was mounted and stuffed and placed in a glass case at the Smithsonian Institute in Washington, D.C. The following label appears on the display. Passenger pigeon, exterminated, formerly very abundant throughout a large part of North America. This is the last known individual. It died in captivity in September 1914.
Okay, class, it's time for a question about the book that has just been read. Before we go on,
We got one page left.
what was the very last carrier
Martha.
pigeon's name? You don't have to wait for me to call on you. You can go ahead and answer. Whoever knows it, go ahead and say the last carrier pigeon's name.
Sally.
I don't hear a right answer yet. What was her name?
Chad.
You get one of these batteries if you know her name.
Ooh, Mary.
I'll give you a hint to help you. It starts with an M.
Mike.
If you're out in the hallway and you know the answer, you can come in here and say it and you'll get the battery. Flashlight. The last living carrier pigeon that died, what was her name?
What was that?
I bumped. Okay, we'll have Chad continue reading and I'll keep the battery.
Today, other birds are threatened with extinction. The whooping crane, the osprey, or fishhawk, the bald eagle, the snowy egret, the Florida Everglade kite, the Kirtland warbler, the California condor, the prairie chicken, and the sandhill crane are all in danger. And there are others. Some are being destroyed by sportsmen, others by fume hunters who seek colorful feathers, and still others by our use of chemical pesticides. We need national and state bird sanctuaries, conservation laws, the teaching of wildlife protection, and a ban on the use of poisonous insecticides. Only then will we be able to save our endangered animals from the cruel fate of the bird whose wings produce thunder over the plains and forests of America, and whose numbers darken the skies, the vanished passenger pigeon. The end.
The camera keeps getting fuzzy and then it refocuses. It's just keeps doing it on its own. And you're not moving, nobody's moving.
No.
Okay, class, did you like the story? No.
The flashlight did, the K2 did.
Can you thank Chad for reading for you? Look at the K2 go crazy. Can you tell Chad thank you? Use your voices, class. Can someone please use their voice? That was a thank you.
Camera is getting fuzzy because movement at back of room. I suppose Jim was walking around.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I wish I could read you another book, but unfortunately, oh my, there's another one.
There is another one. I think it's James's turn to read a book.
I don't know if we're gonna read that one.
Oh, that's a play.
The Elephant Man.
We could act it out.
No, we can't.
Okay. How about if we take a little bit of time, and since you were such good listeners, we will play some music. So let's see what I can find. Can you tell me what year it is? What year is it? 30? We'll go with 30. Here's some music.
I already done played music.
Hmm?
Oh, we're not reading your hotspot here. Are we?
Yeah.
We're not in New Orleans. We're not in New Orleans.
I'm just playing the best of the 30s and 40s music collection.
I don't think the kids in school would listen to the best of the 30s.
They would. It's jazz. Are you serious?
I thought you were gonna do like,
Little kids music?
yeah, like to sing along, like Itsy Bitsy Spider or
All right, I'll find
something
little
that the
kids
kids
music.
can sing to.
I'm sorry, class. I didn't realize Chad was smarter than me.
That's a good read aside, Jake.
I'll go back in the corner.
Kids music from the 30s.
Face the corner, Chad.
Class, where do the naughty kids get sent?
See, someone else even said B-I-N-G-O.
Where do I send the kids when they're naughty?
Um,
I'm not going down there. Principal's office?
This isn't kids music either. I apologize, students. Michelle's having an issue.
Anybody have a suggestion for a song? How about nursery rhyme song?
Oh, play an ad first. Maybe.
Audio on Pandora.
Allow us one moment while we advance to our song.
So you're on Pandora.
Follow the yellow brick road.
Do you like this song? Turn the flashlight on if you like this song.
If you,
I wish we could send people in this day and age to get a brain from the Wizard of Oz. I know several who need one.
Hickey, pokey, Yankee Doodle
Says
dandy,
which?
hickey pokey doo.
I must have made someone mad. Ovulus says which.
Well, I suppose the way you talk to me. We've gotten some requests online. The hokey pokey, Yankee Doodle dandy. We do.
good job, Wheels.
Here we go.
Which one?
Zippity doo dah.
No one says that we do that.
Person in my head did.
You kind of do a poking in there. Put your right wheel, right wheel.
Put your front wheels in, spin it all out.
I'm looking to see if any of the other ones.
What do you think of that one, kids? If you like it, light up your flashlight. Light up the K2. Squeeze the bear's neck.
All right, class. Who is ready for the hokey pokey? Do you guys know how to do the hokey pokey? I don't know. Maybe. Do you know how to do the hokey pokey? Class, I need to know if anyone knows how to do the hokey pokey. Come and get in a circle. Right arm, shake your right arm.
It's all about.
Left arm, everybody. Right arm, shake your right arm. Go in a circle. Turn around, everybody. Round in a circle. All right. Put your head in. What happened?
Stuck.
K2's doing that.
Put your head in. Put your head in. Put your head out. Put your head in and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about.
Oh, it says, oh, video stopped. So
You
can't,
put your right leg
So you
in, you
can't-
put your right
you
leg
can't
out.
play music and me be connected to the
You
hotspot.
put your right leg in and you shake
Huh?
it all about. You do the hokey pokey. Yes, sir.
So you can't play music and me be hooked to the Wi-Fi? Unless it's back live. Is it back live? Must be live. But you're way behind.
Huh. All right, well, we're back online now. We kind of like came in and out there for a little bit, which was kind of odd.
Kind of bizarre.
But we had some crazy activity going when we ended up, the music quit and then we started singing ourselves. So thinking we probably ought to sing it.
I'm not singing nothing. I don't even know the song.
Duh. You already heard like 4 verses and it's the same verse for every body part.
I don't.
Alrighty then. We're buffering again. There we go. Do you guys like music? Make that K2 or flashlight go off if you like music. Shoot, I missed that.
Wasn't that enough in music class?
Who wants more music? Who wants to go outside and play? I can't believe how much warmer it got in here.
Oh, I'm sweating.
Like horribly.
I'm just soaked sitting here.
It's like 9 degrees warmer since we started.
I've always said Chad's the furnace.
All right. Well, what do you think, peeps?
Well, so we call her and take a little, ain't really getting much activity.